Hey everybody, welcome to the Co-Wall Vlogs. Today, my son and I, Christian, are working on our dirt bikes. We're going to go ahead and freshen them up, put some oil in there. So we got our oil drain pan out, some good old Craftsman tools. Got his Tahoe 110 dirt bike. It's a pretty nice little bike, it's brand new. He is the first owner of it, nobody else has ever owned it. And also next we're going to do my bike right beside you, the luxurious Yamaha 85. That's a 2005. We definitely love our bikes, we care about them, so we're going to change our oil today. So for this you're going to need a 17 millimeter to take out his drain plug, which is down here. And you should always open up your oil plug first. First order of business is the oil plug. That way you get some air flowing through there. Just gonna go ahead and lay her down on your peg. And then you just crack open the oil. She's gonna come flowing. If you're afraid to get dirty, you may not want to do this because you may get a little oil on you. But if you're fast and furious, there it is. You should probably just take that and give her a little slide over. There we go. And let's see what the oil looks like, son. Not too bad. Just a little dirty. Little Ronnie Mac there. Smells a little burnt. You always have to taste it. Just kidding. Don't taste the oil. Alright, well, we have to let that all drain out. Just keep our plug right there. And we'll be right back. Alright, so after you get all your oil drained out into your pan, you want to take your drain bolt. Make sure it's nice and clean. You don't want any dirt or nasty in there. Nice and clean. Pull the pan out. So you got room to work in there. And you want to make sure it threads in nice. I like to always put mine in by hand if possible. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. But you just put it back in, couple screws, make sure it's good, and you tighten her back up. It's a beautiful day in Malvern, Ohio today. It's Memorial Day weekend. So the drain plug is nice and tight. One thing, guys, you don't want to over tighten your drain plug. That's some things I've seen people do before in the past. Is definitely not a good idea. You can over tighten them. This model here, the Tahoe, does not have a rubber piece on there. Some of them have rubber pieces, and if you over tighten it, it will leak. All your oil leak out, and bye-bye bike. No oil, no bike. Alright, so this last step. No oil in there. Nice and clean. Zero. I'm going to go ahead and take our funnel. Get her in there. And it says it takes 500, well, basically a half of a... That's what we're using. It's not the best. I actually would recommend using better oil, but this is what the wife bought. So that's what we're going to use this time. We won't run it very long. Maybe for 5 to 8 hours, and then we'll take this back out and put some little bit better quality oil in there. I believe this is good old dollar store oil, but it'll do the trick for today. It'll get us on back on the trails with nice good clean oil, kind of like a good flushing basically. So you want to go with, it says 500 milliliters. Make sure you don't the ounce side, the millimeter side, or milliliter side. Sorry guys. 500. There it is. And let's start putting a little in there. Back to lube, nice and clean. It's a pretty easy thing to do. It's not rocket science. We're not building rockets, kids. Just changing the oil. Almost there. Almost there. Another milliliter and a half, it says. You definitely never want to put too much in either. You can blow your bike up and you'll skip gears. Just a note, just a note.
Why is that?
should be good. Good. All right, let's check it. Always make sure you clean your dipstick. Nobody likes a dirty dipstick. Let's go ahead and screw it all the way down in there. You better go ahead and make sure the bike's upright. I did say 500 millimeters, right? We're going to go ahead and put a little bit more in. Still saying she needs a little drink. So after you put in 1 quart of oil to the Tahoe, takes exactly 1 quart. Put it right up to the very, very top of the dipstick, right where it needs to be. Your very, very last step is to give it another good check. Make sure it's right where you want it to be. It's always good to check it 1 or 2 or 3 times. Make sure on these bikes, always guys, if you have a bike that's on a kickstand like this one, you can see the kickstand over there. The bike's kind of at a lean. So all the oil in your crankcase is going to be all over to one side. You're not going to get a true reading until the bike is level. So you just hold it up kind of level. You don't want it too far over to this side because that'll also give you an incorrect reading. You want as close to level as you could possibly get it. And we are perfect. Look at that oil. You can't even hardly see there's oil on there. Look, she's dripping. There's a drip. Aww. Nice clean oil, like a brand new engine. Well, it is a brand new engine. So your very last step, guys. Go ahead and put her back on. And this bike is nice and clean inside. It's ready to go. The oil that came out was a little dark. Wasn't terrible. I've seen way worse. Looked like it was a little past due. We like to do ours about every, I don't know, 8 to 15 hours probably on your oil changes. But as for this bike, it's ready to go. Ready to ride. Time to hit the trails on it. So next, we're going to move over to my bike, which I may have to take it off this bucket to do this. I'm not positive yet. We'll see. You go ahead and grab your drain bucket. I'm going to do another socket. And you need a 10 millimeter socket. No. All right, everybody. We're going to very quickly running out of battery on our phone. We're going to change the oil on this Yamaha. Same things apply. You open this, your drain plug on this 2005 model. You go ahead and crack this open very quickly. Bring this down, and you crack her open. Off you go. Same rules apply. You drain the oil. Oh, that oil does not look good. That is a bit scary, guys. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I might have a cracked head or a bad valve. That is not well, guys. You never want to see that. The Yamaha is not in good shape, fellas. We got problems. This is how you diagnose your inside of your bike, and this is not a good diagnosis, guys. Shoot that oil, son. That is terrible. This is not good. This is not what you guys want to see. This is not what I want to see. I just got this bike not long ago, so this is our first oil change. And I had no idea it looked like that inside. That is not Yamalube, I don't believe, fellas. And the ladies, it is not. This is not good. I'm not pleased with this at all. This is a problem. All right, that is not what you want to see, guys. As you've seen on my son's bike, the oil was nice and clean. It was just a little dirty down here. Look at that mixing in. I'm 90% positive, don't quote me for sure, but I'm 90% positive that's water mixing with my oil, which means one of my gaskets are bad. So I may have to make another video changing those gaskets because we're not playing games with this bike. It's very nice. It's a good tight bike. runs great. Everything's good on it. I'm gonna go ahead and flush the oil, see what happens, and we'll get back to you. It's Co-Wall Vlogs. Later.